a bit of a slow morning, but it is Monday and yesterday was Easter, so spent a lot of time with family and really didn't have a lot of time to get things ready. Usually I take Sundays to be my prep for the week and kind of restart. And so I had to do a couple things this morning. I wanted to finish up my laundry before the week actually started and just get that out of my brain before I started working on stuff. And then I took a shower this morning and got ready, and I listened to the Hustle Humbly podcast while I got ready. And now we are finally tackling our first couple things on the to-do list. It's a lot of checking in and posting things for Thank Hallmark social media. Thank Hallmark Real Estate is the brokerage that I work for. So I do a little freelance work for them, and I have a couple posts to do. We actually made the top 5 for Best of the Valley with the Post Crescent, so I am going to post something for that, just encouraging people to vote for us and hope for the best there. And then I have a lot of stuff to check in with people because this week has kind of a lot going on, and so I need to make sure that everyone is still on for our meetings and appointments. So that's what I'm going to do for most of the morning. My hair is flipping huge because I used some rollers for the first time. Didn't really intend for it to go this way, but it's okay. I think it looks all right. I just flipped my head upside down, so that's why it looks so obnoxious right now. But I do have a final walkthrough to go today. Probably should have tested this on another day when I didn't have anywhere else to go. But I just did some listing input for a upcoming listing that I have. And I really love that there's a creative side to real estate and a very logical side of real estate. I really like having the balance of both. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the creative part of real estate. I feel like I am a very creative person and I like to use that as an outlet. But I really enjoy putting together all the listing contracts, and I really enjoy doing the listing input. So I don't know if that's weird, but I absolutely love everything. I know there are some people who prefer one thing or the other, but I like being able to do it all. So I just did a little bit of that, and then we're gonna leave for this final walkthrough very shortly. So it's kind of funny because I was going to my final walkthrough and it's in my parents' neighborhood, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm super early. The final walkthrough starts at 2 and it was 1:40 and I'm like, there is no reason for me to get there that early because we're not gonna be able to go in closer to 2. So I actually stopped at my parents. They are coming back from Alabama after 6 weeks of being out of state. So I just stopped here to drop off a couple of things. I made them this little card, and then I also painted them this sun catcher. I actually got sun catchers for my boyfriend's nephew's birthday. He turned 1 this past weekend, and I saw there was a sun catcher, and my mom loves suns, moons, stars, anything like that. So I ended up painting them one of those just for fun, and I came through to drop it off before my final walkthrough. The final walkthrough went great. It was much warmer than we all thought, and we hunted down how many chickens there were, and there were almost 30. So that was kind of fun. And then they brought their little one with, and it was so cute because he's like, which one's my room? And he's like, let's go up the stairs, let's go down the stairs, because this property in particular has a lot of stairs. I've actually already sold it before, about 8 months ago, so it's kind of funny. We took a couple pictures of them in front of the house. But now I am at the grocery store and I'm gonna go do some shopping for the week. Bangs, they're in an in-between stage. I don't really know what's going on with them, but yeah, I think they need to be shorter, to be honest, because from the front it looks like my hair is chin length, and it's how I used to have it when I was younger. But I have my hair up, I have all my stuff ready to go because I am going to the trail that is near our house, and I'm gonna go for a walk. It's usually about a 40-minute walk and about 2 miles. Good morning and happy Tuesday. This morning I had a discussion with the listing agent about chickens at a property that's closing this week. And so we're trying to figure that out right now. And also this morning I have a meeting with Hope Clinic in Menasha. I do a little bit of volunteer work for them, and we're just meeting to talk about some marketing pieces. So I have that at 10, and then I'm gonna come home for lunch, and then I have a video for an agent to film, and then we're gonna spend some time in the office. So I just got home from a meeting with Hope Clinic, and Shelby, who I met with, gave me a bunch of dum-dums, which was super awesome, very sweet of her to do. She gave me one of each flavor, which I thought was just like very nice. But I am making lunch right now, and it's still dealing with the chicken crisis. So I am trying to get a hold of the listing agent right now. Currently in the office by myself. I just did some freelance things, and then I also uploaded a YouTube video. So you'll be able to see that now already. It's my vacation vlog from Gulf Shores. And then I just did an updated CMA for my seller. I did one a couple months back, but obviously things have changed from about 2 months. Thought I would give you a mini office tour since there's nobody here. So here we go. So this is like one of my favorite rooms that I like to work out of. This is where we also have our meetings, and I'm sitting right there. That's where I'm all set up. And then we go into here, and there's like another sort of meeting room. We don't meet in here as much, but then we have another sitting area, and then our mailboxes are over there. And then we have cubicles over here. Do you ever start doing something and then find yourself getting lost and doing a completely different task? I repurposed the cubes as storage for that shelving so that I just like don't have to look at everything. I didn't even know that they fit in there, to be honest, but it's just so nice like not seeing all the clutter. And like honestly, there is such random stuff in those cubes. I tried to organize some of it, but some of them are just like very random. So it's nice that I don't have to see that anymore. And my green bookshelf thing is just like kind of like an aesthetic piece now. It's not really like for storage or anything, which I think is kind of nice. And you know, the movies are not the most aesthetically pleasing, and like the books, you know, they could be probably laid out a little bit better, but I just think it's a nice way to store them. And like, I don't know, I can pull out the bin and look at all of the movies that I have and everything like that. Happy Wednesday. I am at the office right now. I had an errand to run this morning, and then I stopped into the office to get some work done, which I did not. I got stuck talking to a coworker, which it was a great conversation, so I'm not mad about it, and I can always do my stuff later. But now I'm going to Cousin Subs to pick up lunch for me and my friend Sammy, and then I am going over to her house to have a listing appointment. We are going to go through all of the documents. I unfortunately forgot my laser measurer with me today. I was going to take measurements of the rooms and everything. Pictures are scheduled for next week, so we're not doing pictures or anything today, but signing all the documents, deciding on a price, getting everything in place is happening today. So I have been running all over the place today, and I have not had a chance to vlog most of it. to be honest. I had my listing appointment. It went really super well. We got all of the documents pretty much figured out. I do have to type some of them up because we like wrote it in pen, and then, you know, if you mess up with the pen, yeah. So I'm just gonna redo it and send it to her to electronically sign so that we have nice clean copies. But we went over everything, decided on a price, very excited. I feel very confident about this house and about where we priced it at. So I'm really excited to see it hit the market. I think it's just gonna be seriously like a beautiful, beautiful listing. Like, the house is beautiful. The photos are gonna be beautiful. We're getting them professionally taken next week, and the price is gonna be beautiful. I'm hoping that lots of people fall in love with the house, just kind of like we did. So yeah, we had that, and then I went straight to my closing because I was there for quite a while. So I went straight to my closing. Closing went great. Everything was finished up, went smooth. It really did not take very long at all. And then by the end of it, the buyer, I had the listing for this one, and the buyer goes, you know, I'm a first time home buyer. And I was like, wow, like, that's incredible. Like, congratulations. That's like a huge accomplishment. It makes it an even bigger day when, like, this is something that you've wanted and it's your first home. It's incredible. And this man was a bit older, to be totally honest, and like, to hear him say that, and then he also said, this is what I've worked my entire life for. And I was like, oh my God, doesn't that just like touch your heart that like I got to like witness this man today who's like always had home ownership as his dream, and then finally he gets to achieve it, and I get to be there on this day. Like, it was just so freaking awesome. And then I got to text my sellers that, and I think that they, you know, will feel really good about having someone who just like so deserves it in their home and will take good care of it. So I was excited to tell them that it's all wrapped up and everything went smoothly. And I'm at the office again because I have to drop off the closing documents, and then I am going to do some extra work. I actually was supposed to have my listing appointment at like 5 p.m. tonight, so we moved it to lunch. So now I have this entire afternoon and evening to work on some things at the office, but I do want to get home at a decent time because I want to go on a walk on trail, and I did not get to go yesterday because I got home too late and the sun was already like down. So we're gonna get home at a decent time today. I'm gonna make myself a deadline, and we're gonna leave by that time so that we can get our walk in today. Got back from my walk outside, and it was very nice, and I did about 2 miles again in 40 minutes, and I just listened to the Hustle Humbly podcast while I was walking, and it kind of jogged my brain. There were a couple things that I want to get done still tonight. It's like 7 p.m. But I'm gonna make dinner, and then I'm gonna go back to my laptop because not because I want to like stress myself up by doing more work, but this kind of stuff is actually gonna make me stress less. So I have a couple of things that I want to clean up with my database because I'm sending out a mailing soon, probably next week, and I might order that mailing as well. But then I also want to just make a list of all of the tasks for Think Hallmark that I need to do. Because I work on the social media and I kind of like help with other things on a freelance basis. So there are a lot of upcoming things that need to get done, and I just feel like I'm forgetting like 40 things right now. It is Thursday, and I can honestly say that I am so exhausted. I woke up at like 6:30 this morning and went to Hope Clinic's team meeting so that I could take a team picture of them. And just for reference, I usually get up at like 7:30 or 8, and like whenever I have something in the morning, I just like struggle to sleep the night before because I'm like thinking about it a lot. So I really, really cherish like my mornings that I get to just work on my laptop from home, and then afternoons I'm like, okay, we can go do stuff now. But I'm not a morning person. I think I've admitted that before. But yeah, I'm really, really tired, to be honest. I did not get enough sleep, and then just being up early and I feel foggy, and this is typically how I feel all day. So it should be a fun day, but I'm just gonna do some work on my laptop this morning. I have to send that picture over to Shelby from Hope Clinic, and then I'm going to tackle some organization things for myself and my real estate business. And then after lunch, we have a closing, and I am so excited. It's for my buyers. I am pretty pumped about that everything is wrapping up and that they get to move in this weekend. I'm sitting here working, and all of a sudden I see a text from our sign guy that we have for Think Hallmark, and he says the sign is up and I have a listing going up, but not until next week. And he always sends a picture with, which is really nice because then you can see like which house it is and see how it looks in front of the house. But this is for my listing that's going up next week, and I was like, no, I was like, the sign is not supposed to be up. So long story short, I had to tell him to take it down. He said that he just painted it, so it would be a couple days. But I have to have it down for pictures, so that is a little mini crisis that I had. He's just like, hey, the sign is up, and I'm like, it's not supposed to be. So yeah, this is my morning so far. So I had a little bit of time before closing, so I wrote a few personal notes that I'm going to send out. So one of them is going to the listing agent on the house that we're closing on today. I've worked with her twice now, and she's just been very nice, very laid back, and I liked working with her. So I'm going to send her a note, and then I'm going to send one to my friends. Unfortunately, one of them had an accident at work, and I just wanted to wish them well, so sending that one. One of my friends is moving to a new apartment. Another one bought a house in Illinois, out of state. So just a congratulations. Another one got a new job and a new car, so big congratulations. And then another one that got engaged. So I'm gonna send all of these notes out today. It's closing time again. I have their gift right here. I'm gonna put it in the back seat, and a little card. I seriously almost forgot this. Like, I don't know why I do that every single time, but I feel like I almost forget the gift like every single time. But we're going to Oshkosh. It is super hot, so I'm just wearing my jumpsuit from Old Navy right now, but I'm gonna put on a jean jacket over the top once we get there. Hello, it is late and I am home. It's 8 p.m. and the sun is pretty much going down, so I have my car light on for you, but I went to the networking event. It was at Berkshire Hathaway in Appleton, and it was a good time. It was interesting. There were a lot of other real estate agents there, which typically it's just a mix of professionals from the Fox City's Chamber of Commerce. It was interesting to like get connections with like other real estate agents. There was even a girl there who was thinking about becoming a real estate agent. So if you're watching this, hi, I told her about my YouTube channel, and you know, anyone who's ever interested can reach out and talk to me. I would love to share my insight about transitioning from corporate to a real estate agent and like what to expect in your first couple of years. So I also have, if you're not from Wisconsin, you won't know, but we have some Quick Trip mac and cheese for dinner. So that's pretty much it for now. I'm gonna cut it off on Thursday, so you got Monday through Thursday. Here's a week in my work life. Oh, I also got a call from an old lead, so I hadn't heard from her for like a few months. I thought that, you know, that was it, and you know, maybe she found someone else. I don't know, but it was a referral from our old admin at Think Hallmark, one of her friends, and she reached out to me again today, and so we are hopefully going to set up a search for her at some point and find her some vacant land. So that'll be fun. But that's pretty much all that I did tonight. It was a busy day. Again, I didn't have a ton of time to film, but I got up, went and took the Hope Clinic photo, came home, worked on stuff, had lunch, went to the closing. From the closing, I went straight to the office where we were kind of practicing and helping each other with dialogue and like what to say during networking. And then I went to the networking event, and here I am. So that's all. I hope you really enjoyed watching a week in my life, and this gives you a little bit of a glimpse into what it's like to be a real estate agent in the Fox Valley, and also just what it's like in my life. This is the truth. It is out there. I feel like with every video, I'm getting a little bit more transparent and just opening up and being myself, because it's really, really hard at first, I think, when you start filming to just like let down those walls. So I'm really excited that I am opening up a little more and hopefully sharing a little bit more about myself with you. So thank you for watching, and I hope you're having a great day, night, weekend, week, wherever you are in whatever stage of life. I hope that it is well. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.